Body nice. See, I got them girls, them are moving right. See the girls, them I got me hypnotized. Them I make a bad man feel alright. Yeah, yeah. Man, I tell her when she go low, say you gonna get me when I'm all low.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Diva B, and I am back with another motherfucking video. And in today's video, I am servicing my client with jumbo triangle box braid. Well, I guess jumbo triangle braids, rather. But y'all get what I'm saying. And this is going to be rubber band method, okay? And before we get into this video, I just want to put a disclaimer out there before you all get into the comments talking shit and I have to curse one of y'all the fuck out. Please understand that I have two band-aids on, okay? So the first band-aid that I have on is a darker color, so it kind of looks a little red, you know, so I don't want y'all thinking like, yo, this bitch band-aid is bleeding. No, it's not. I just have on two different color band-aids, okay? Now let's get straight into the video. So what you're going to do is take the middle section of the braiding hair and put it with the left section of the client's hair. Then you're going to take the left section of the braiding hair and put it with the right section of the client's hair and begin to braid it. So because this video is going to be pretty lengthy, I don't want to have too much music going on the whole entire time. Neither do I feel like really explaining how to do this service because it's pretty much self-explanatory just by watching the videos, to be honest. So I honestly just want to talk to y'all right now. And one of the things that I want to talk to you all is letting go, okay? And that means letting go in general. Like, if it's something that is not benefiting you, especially if it's weighing you down, if it's burdening you, if it's not elevating you in your life, if it's making you feel stagnant, like, let it go. We as individuals, not all of us, but many of us, we feel as though letting go is a bad thing. But you have to understand, we have to understand that a lot of times we really do have to let go in order to bring in the new. And that new, more than likely, is what you've been waiting on, that blessing, that opportunity, that door opening. We can't always get into new chapters in our life, open new doors in our lives with still having open doors that should already have been closed. Do you feel me? And then we sit here and say, oh, why I gotta go through this? Or it must be the Lord testing me, or the devil got a hold on me. No. We as people need to take accountability for what we really be doing, you know? Like, and I'm not talking about situations that you cannot control. That is absolutely not what I'm talking about. I am literally talking about shit that we can let go and we choose not to, and we wonder why. We are still fucking in the same position that we're in because we ultimately have chosen what the fuck we're gonna let go of and what we're not gonna let go of. So the Lord is like, you know what? Since you don't want to let it go, well then, that's on you. But don't look at me like I'm not trying to bless you. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's already here. If you haven't realized by now, I have this right here for you. And all you have to do is close that door. And I've told you that and I've shown you that. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You're going to keep going through the same thing. And that's that. Don't bring me in a situation. That's what he's saying right now. We are hard-headed. We are really hard-headed. Especially when we know. When we know. You know? You can't blame nobody but yourself. You just can't. We just can't. So, if you want to do better, you have to be better. You have to be the one to change. You have to be the one to say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm letting go. I'm letting go so I can bring in new blessings, new opportunities. Like, it's time to level up. We can't level up sitting on our asses. And I understand that this whole, I get in this day and age, like, a lot of people are going into their, like, finding and being in tune with their self, you know? And I love it. I love to see people being in tune with their own spirituality, really taking power within self. We as individuals, we are so powerful. And you just have to believe that. If you don't believe, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, if you don't believe that you are powerful, then but believing that you are powerful, like, let me tell y'all something. Me, myself, personally, I can literally open my mouth and manifest what I want. Of course, you got to do the work. Hello. And that's where people get things twisted. This new day and age with the whole manifestation thing, don't get it twisted. Manifestation has always been around. It's always been around. It's been around in church. It's always been around. It's always been around. And one thing is, the power of the tongue is real. It is real. It really is real. That's why, of course, I'm not perfect, so I say shit or whatever like that, but there have been times where I have really practiced not saying certain things because I know myself. My tongue is powerful. I can say one thing like heavily and there it is. There it go. And a lot of times it won't even have to be with me doing much work. But I'm speaking on things, period. You have to do the work. If you want something done, you have to do the work. It's like, say, for instance, people get into the social media thing or whatever. Not even social media, but we're just going to use that for example. People want to do the social media, get into, making content on social media and getting paid and yada, yada, yada. And that's cool. But you have to do the work. You have to promote yourself. You have to make content. You have to be consistent. And, that's one of my weak areas. Not everyone, but those who are attached to me that know, I can literally make whatever the fuck I want happen. I can make that shit happen. I can make it happen. But my weakness is consistency. That is like literally my strongest weakness is consistency, because I can do the work. I'm just not consistent. I have like 50 million other things that I do at one time. And it's like, once I set my mind on one thing, I'm consistent. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But once I reach that goal, I fall off and I go on something else. And then it's like a cycle. So I'm learning to be consistent, stay consistent, and just be organized with it. I've always said like schedules and shit like that, but like my main goal right now is like really staying consistent on top of things. So like right now, I'm heavy on the YouTube again, right? So once I'm done filming for the day, if it's not too late, I make sure I come home, go right into editing the YouTube video that I had for that same day. I go right into editing, finish the editing, do the voiceover, upload it on YouTube. I do all that same day. And let me tell you, like, that shit is tedious. It really is. It is. It is tedious. And sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm not in the mood to do this shit. Like, this is why I get it. I'm like, this is why I stopped the first time, because this is a fucking lot. However, either I'm going to complain and talk shit and just not do it, or I'm going to do it and get to where I need to get to with my goals. Like, that's just it. You know, like, either we're going to shut the fuck up and do the work and do what we need to do, or we just going to shut the fuck up, period. and stop complaining all the time, you know? And going into complaining, I do want people to understand that life does get hard. I get it. Life gets so hard. And we feel so beat down. We feel so discouraged. We get so depressed. We get so miserable. We do. I've been there. I be there. I feel you. But like I always say, please don't stay in that shit. If you need a few days or a week or so, you know, to soak in your misery or do whatever the fuck you need, get your mind right. But after that, get the fuck up. Get up. You gotta get up. You cannot stay down. Because if you stay down, it's only going to continue bringing negativity in your life. And then you wonder why your car just broke down. Or you wonder why this and that. Because we keep sitting in negativity. We keep talking negativity. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. And now everything is a fucking wreck. Now we're going crazy. Yo, this is like a domino effect. Life is not perfect. So shit is going to happen that we just cannot control. I mean, that's life. We're not going to be able to control everything. Just doesn't work like that. If it did, niggas would really be out. We'll be like, yo, what? If we could control our whole life all the way to a T? But life happens. And so when that life happens, understand that, you know, I understand. I understand you need to take time. I understand some people need to soak in their misery for a little second because life just done got that fucking bad. I understand. But again, what I'm saying to you is, once you done sat in your shit and cried and get the fuck up. Get up. Dust that shit the fuck off. And let's try again. I always tell people, you have to realize failure is to come in life. What you don't want to do You don't want to give up. Failure is going to come. Everything that we do in life is not going to be successful. I can tell you right now. I was opening up a third business, a third building. Had the building, was building suites in the building, put in thousands of dollars that I worked my ass off out of my own pocket. This was not money that I had saved up. I was like work client after client after client after client after client after client. I worked my ass off. And guess what? That building flopped. I don't even have that building now. I put in thousands of dollars. I worked my ass off for that building. And I don't even have it. And a lot of people don't even know. And I didn't address me having that building and that building flopping because I felt like I didn't want nobody to know. But it's not time. Like, I'm only telling y'all this right now. I don't even know why the fuck I'm even telling y'all this right now. Maybe somebody need it, so I'm not going to stop talking. But I do want y'all to understand, I haven't publicly announced, and that happened in 2021. I haven't publicly announced it yet, like putting my pictures up when I got the building and everything, because it's not actually time for me to do that. I got some other shit going on. So when I pop out with that, and that might be like a couple of years from now, but when I pop up with that, that's going to be when I actually want to address what happened with my third building. Okay, so, everything takes time. And I want you all to understand, like, in the midst of all that, listen to me. I've learned so motherfucking much in my life. I'm 30, okay? I'm 30. I am 30 years old. And let me tell y'all some real ass shit. I have accomplished everything that I said I fucking wanted to do the first go round. And I have a vision board that I'm going to make a separate video showing you all this. I actually didn't even, and I'm going to get into my whole vision board because I actually forgot I had the vision board, okay? I'm going to just tell you, I forgot all about the fucking board. Like, I forgot all about the board, okay? But, so I just say all this to say, like, even in the midst of that third building flopping, it failed, right? It failed. But did that make me a failure? No. I still listen. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying to y'all when I tell y'all I did this shit out of my pocket. Okay? I still had two other buildings that I had to make sure still be open because I still had people in those buildings. On top of me trying to open a whole nother third 4,000 square foot building. And then for it to flop. And you know what I did? I soaked in my misery for months in that shit. I did. I closed my books down. I didn't do hair. Like, I was really going through it mentally. It fucked me up mentally. Of course, financially and all that. But that wasn't mentally. It fucked me up. And it fucked me up mentally because it was like, damn, like, I really did a lot. But it drained me also. Now, don't get me wrong. I still was grateful because what did I lose? To be honest with you, me going through that situation with that third building, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. If I could do it over again, would I do it differently? Of course. I can think of something off the top of my head right now that I actually could have done differently that could have changed the whole dynamic of the situation. But you know what? You know what I took from that? That when it's actually time for me to do, what the fuck? is supposed to be happening, I'm going to know. It was a big lesson in that whole situation. And I'm so grateful to even have gone through that situation. Even with all the bullshit that occurred with it, I still have my other 2 buildings. And I want you all to understand, I had Magic Hands Salon first, right? I opened Magic Hands Salon December 2018. I turned around and opened Nice with the Hands Barbershop February 2020. A month before we got shut down with the virus. A month before. So y'all already know that fuck, like, I had a brand new building and then we got shut down. All that shit happened. It was a lot. I never had a grand opening for my second business. So what I tried to do for the third building, what I tried to do was I tried to eliminate bills. So that's why I got the third building, because the third building was so fucking big. It had its own parking lot. Like, it was humongous. I was going to merge my barbershop and my salon in that one building so I could eliminate 2 whole sets of bills. So that was the whole plan, because the virus had really, like, I was, y'all, when I tell y'all, I be working my motherfucking ass off, like, what? Anywho, so that was the whole game plan. That's why I got the third building, to actually shut down the other 2 buildings. I was just going to merge it. So that's how that was going to go. And so that happened. I got the third building February 2021, and I was giving myself 30 days to open this building. And y'all, when I tell y'all I worked my ass off, and we got halfway there. We were halfway there in the middle of February, and it did what it did, and we're here now. So this is June 2022, and I kept my 2 buildings as I did until then. And so I just made the decision to close down my second building, which was the barbershop, and merge it into my salon, my first building, which now is the barbershop. So Magic Hands is now converted into a barbershop. And that's why I was speaking on letting go in the beginning of this video, because me closing down my second building to merge it with my first building, you can't look at that as a loss. Like, me closing down my barbershop, I didn't have, now let's get this understood, baby. I didn't have to close down my barbershop. Just like I really didn't have to let go of that third building, okay? If I wanted to keep these buildings, I could have, but I chose not to, because what I'm working on is going to be 50,000 times better than I can ever imagine. Like, and I've been wanting this forever. And so that's why I say, like, we have to let go. I had to let that barbershop go. I had to let it go so that I'm able now to focus on what I need to focus on, period. So now I do have Magic Hands is still open. So I just have Magic Hands open, and that's the one with the suites. And that's what everyone is pretty much looking for now is, facilities with suites, because my barbershop was an open space. So now what I'm working on now, because I closed the barbershop, now is opening up. It's opening up opportunities. It's opening up doors. It's yeah. Oh my gosh. When people be talking to me and they be giving me, like, because people really do admire and appreciate my drive. Like, if you know me personally and if you've been around me for years, bitch, I do not play. I am all about my motherfucking business, hands down. What? I am all about my business. I don't play at all. I am a true motherfucking go-getter, period. And that's in all aspects, like, for real. I make it do what it do. So, I'm just that type of person. Like, I really truly believe your only failure is if you give up. As long as you don't give up, and I want you to understand that letting go and giving up is two different things. So understand that. You don't ever put your value down as a person. You don't ever sit over here and say, you didn't do enough. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Let me tell y'all something. I really had to check my fucking self. I had to check myself. You want to know why I had to check myself? Because I've been sitting over here beating myself up for months. Saying that I've been slack as hell. I've been lazy. I haven't been doing what I needed to do. Y'all. I have been beating myself up. And not even on no ungrateful shit. I just thought I wasn't doing what I needed to do. And let me tell you something. I had to really slap myself in the face like, bitch, are you dumb? Did you forget everything? Yo, you are a YouTuber. You're monetized on all social media platforms. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You've taught YouTube courses. You've taught fucking hair classes. You've been sponsored with all type of hair brands. You've gotten one of your dream cars. You've opened three. Well, you obtained 3 buildings in a matter of 3 years. I mean, Brittany, wake up. That's my real name, y'all. For those who don't know, Brittany is my real name. Brittany, like, wake the fuck up. Like, what? You got your dream apartment. Like, y'all, I really had to check myself. You've been viral. I went viral on Facebook so much in 2017. I've done and I've accomplished so fucking much. I am 30. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have literally accomplished everything that I said I wanted to within. I didn't have a time frame. It was just like certain things I wanted to accomplish, and I did that shit. And I really had to sit down and say, Brittany, like, yo, you need, like, come on, congratulate yourself. I have been so humble over the years that I never honestly took the time to say, like, yo, like, you. I mean, I did, but to my fullest potential, like, say, like, yo, you really did your shit. Like, you was really on your shit. Like, even now, I just dropped my ebook like a month ago, and I'm cool. Like, I was really excited for my ebook, and I guess I was so surprised. Like, so many people like, yo, do you not understand how big of an accomplishment that is to drop a whole ebook? And it's like, I do understand, but I guess I'm just so, I don't know what it is. I be so, I guess, laid. I just, like, I'm so ecstatic. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful. Like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. You doing the damn thing. Yada, 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 yada. But it's just like when people congratulate me and they boast on me and everything, I know they be like, bitch, like, you're not, but I am. So I be having to tell people, like, I want y'all to understand how appreciative I am of all my successes. And I know that the Lord understands. He knows my heart. So he knows that I am always appreciative. And that's why I do. Like, if I get in like a depressed mood or I'm going through something, I will sit in my shit. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will sit in my misery. Yes, I will, because I need that time. I need that time to myself. I need that time to recollect. I need that time to sit there like, yo, I'm really going through something. But bitch, best believe I'm gonna get the fuck up. I always get the fuck up. And that right there is the line that draws you separately from everyone else, is you getting the fuck up. You have to get up. And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. My businesses, they have flourished. And I'm not even talking about financial, okay? I'm not even talking about financial. My businesses have flourished in a way so, one of the things that I said I wanted, as far as my businesses, like the structure of my foundation when it comes to my, my barbershop, my salon, yada, yada, yada. The whole goal was to be a stepping stone for individuals and their brands, period. Magic Hands is a stepping stone for people. I've had so many people come through Magic Hands, and even at the barbershop I've had so many people come through there and elevate, whether it's getting their own space afterwards, like their own building or a bigger suite, or even going to another person's barbershop and salon, and it's a better, it to me, it's still elevation. It's all elevation to me. You know what I'm saying? My business, they're stepping, and I'm so grateful that literally, I can honestly say majority of the girls or majority of the individuals that have came through Magic Hands and Nice with the Hands establishments, they have elevated tremendously. And that is the whole goal. It's not about me. It's not about me. I say that all the time. It's not about me, because I'm already, I have my clients. Like, I'm cool. My whole goal is to help others. That's the whole thing. So to see my businesses flourish so drastically, so effortlessly, so positively, that is such a fucking blessing. And I'm so grateful and honored to have people trust in me to elevate their brand, to help them elevate their brands. Like, my foundations of my businesses is all about elevation. We don't do no competition. We don't do no we don't do no drama, no mess. Like, we not with that shit. It's all about helping each other. And that's what it's about. That's what this whole thing is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm just so grateful. And I don't mean to be on here with all this crying and shit, but I'm really just sitting here like, I really am grateful, because the bigger picture of it all is elevation. And you can come through my doors. You'd be like, like, whoo.
Original Batman. She give me pon me heart, say she give me pon me heart. Fine girl a coming on me heart, say she bounce pon the thing so. Whine it pon me thing so, put the thing upon me thing, whine it pon me thing so. I say she whine it pon me heart. Man I give it to her one time, say she want it one time. Whine it pon me heart. Man, I step in the yard, make the girls them say I ain't a bad man, and they want to say I. She ain't a bad man, they want to feel. Say she give me for me heart, say she give me for me thing so. Whine it for me girl, say she whine it for me thing so. Move your body for me thing and whine it for me thing so. Come they sing so, whine it for me thing so. I ain't a bad man, and they want to say I. She ain't a bad man, they want to feel.
Don't do that, fire can't cool me up on fire. But I can't kill me a fire. Nobody test me around there.
African style, me hit the dance like Bob Marley, me style. You understand me, no made in Japan. You changing style with the girl, system warning. Me a not gonna waste time. Me a stand in the city, me a can't in a baseline, live line. Can't understand why I waste time. Your body nice, fuck up on me, I waste like I mean a bad man, they want to say I mean a bad man, them want to feel. Say she give me for me heart, say she give me for me thing so. Whine it for me girl, say she whine it for me thing so. Move your body for me thing and whine it for me thing so. Come they sing so, whine it for me thing so. I ain't a bad man, and they want to say I. She ain't a bad man, they want to feel.
Don't do that, fire can't cool me up on fire. Better than you, me a spitfire. Nobody test me around there.
It's V-Kills.
Original Batman.
Standard.
So y'all had to take a second. But let me tell y'all what the fuck happened while I was on my client, okay? So we just doing the damn thing or whatever. And all of a sudden, my damn light blow out my suite, my room. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking around like, did the lights blow out of the whole building? No, it's just in my room. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, it should at least blew out once I had got all the parts together. But I just had the top section I had to part. So I just used the ring light for the rest of that section to part the top or whatever. And then just finished it off like that. So, of course, I had to move out of that room because I did try to put the lights up. I pretty much do the handiwork around the buildings myself unless it's something that I can't do or that I'm fucking scared to do. So I'm not, I change the lights out and shit. And so I guess that, my light, like the actual fixture where you put the fluorescent lights in, I guess that has like a whole shortage in it. I don't fucking know. So I had to move all my shit out of that room and move into another room. And I was like, oh my, yeah. So I'm so determined, right? Because I was like, now I have to move into this new room. And I don't like these walls because they were great, but they're a little, you know how when people be in there and stuff. So I'm like, fuck. So while I went to Lowe's, I done painted the damn room and everything. Look, the fucking ring light cut off. I was telling my client, like, listen now, shit. But, yeah, so I done painted the damn room and everything. Y'all done moved all my shit in the room, everything. So, and you know what? I didn't even think about it. I could have did a before and after, like, vlog for that. I did that shit so quick. I think I did it Sunday and finished it yesterday. Yeah, Monday. I did that shit so quick. So I think when I go back to the salon, I'll just show you all the after I, painted it and shit. I know my clients be like, God damn, bitch. Every time I come to you, you done move somewhere else every time. But this time, since we back at just one building, I'll just, at least I'm moving to a different room, not a different building this time. Not for a little second. But y'all know I got some shit up my sleeve, right? Because your girl always do.
It's V-Kills.
Original Batman. Lego. Fire can cool me up blazing. Me I be the one that bless me. Them bagger come can't taste me. Them bagger come can't taste me. Bad man, me I know say me a better than them. Them a call me yard, me a better than all. Bad man, me I never back down, stop. Them a mama got me a damn. Me a tell them me a what I done. Tell them okay what I done, me a done. Tell them let them hear what I want. Tell them me out, let them hear what I want. Say the girl don't try run me down. Bad man, me I never talk on me on. Say them a fear try put me down. Bad men are tracking me down. I held them. Bad man endure me, I vex them. They don't understand me, I see them. Anywhere they stand me, I tear them. Low. I tell them. Coming on me yard, me not fear them. Bad man they talk me not.
Of course, they came out so beautiful. I love you all so much. Make sure y'all subscribe. Until next time.